Welcome back to round one, Sky Sports 101, NFL Draft Edition, round one, segment number three. And we are now 7 minutes away from the NFL Draft getting underway for round one. And as we inch closer, and as we open up and the first team gets on the clock, it will be an intense draft tonight.
Trophy quarterback Caleb Williams, who expects to go number one overall.
And yes, as Caleb Williams does expect to go number one overall, and
his high school teammate would, quote, put his life on the line for me, but would also be thrilled if the Bears took one of the draft's top three receivers. About 90 minutes after his...
And the Bears are really hoping to take him
now let's go to
with the first pick.
Here are Dairy Quinn's non-negotiables in a franchise quarterback. He has to be able to play off schedule, create when the pocket's collapsing, and he has to have poise under pressure. But at the core of it all, he wants a competitor. Quinn and GM Adam Peters were effusive in their praise of all the top QBs.
And also the Washington Commanders, they're also looking for a competitive QB, which they need to take. Well, there's certain teams that I feel that need to take a quarterback. The New England Patriots, the Minnesota Vikings, the Giants, the Jets, the Panthers, the Jaguars,
are approaching tonight. The Patriots since 1999.
The Raiders, and also
they say it will take for them to
and those are the ones that I do feel need to take a quarterback. Those are the teams that I do feel need to do it. And so we'll see which teams do take a quarterback when the round one gets underway in about 4 minutes and 50 seconds. And the New York Giants have the number 6 pick overall in the 2024 draft. And so
see how things play out.
And we will see what teams in the first round make what picks. And
Giants in the pursuit of their next quarterback here for Big Blue. Now here's my friend Jeff Darlington with the Minnesota Vikings. Well, Sal, we've got
and here's some of the buzz going around. And the Minnesota Vikings now have the 11th pick and the 23 pick overall, and pick since the 2024 draft. I think 11 tonight. Now, trade talk is a buzz at the start of the 2024 draft, which is just minutes away, 4 minutes away now. From the Arizona Cardinals at number 4 throughout the remainder of the opening round, conversations, rumors, and reports are abundant. One club that is a contender to select a quarterback, which is another one I feel that needs to potentially make a move, is the Denver Broncos. That's not another team that has needs a quarterback, and they have the number 12 pick overall. However, NFL Network insider Tom Pelissero reiterated Thursday on Good Morning America today that he believes the Broncos could trade down, likely without the capital to move into the top 4. The Broncos could move down to take a pass rusher or perhaps Oregon quarterback Bo Nix, Pelissero opinioned. Now, here's what we're monitoring. There's some monitoring ahead. Now, as I mentioned, the Patriots are most likely to land Drake May and we're out from the start of the 2024 draft. That does seems to be settling on the New England Patriots pick at number 3 overall. And we're now 2 minutes and 40 seconds away from the start and the opening of the NFL draft. There's been months now for the Pats to listen and find an offer that convince them to move back, especially if their favorite options are gone after the first 2 selections of the night. But all signs now point toward the New England sticking it out in its current slot and picking NFL Network insider Tom Pelissero reported Thursday. Pelissero added that the belief within the league is that the pick will most likely be North Carolina quarterback Drake May, and such a decision will help kick off the Jared Mayo era for a team still looking to find its quarterback solution after a half decade worth of drafts without Tom Brady. And I gotta tell you,
I feel confident from
this is going to be one of those drafts where it could go either way. It could go many ways. And now, J.J. McCarthy is bound for Broadway. Michigan quarterback J.J. McCarthy has become perhaps the draft's most captivating prospect. His stock has risen, and speculation as to where he might land has run wild. Might McCarthy go from maize and blue to big blue? Good Morning America's Peter Schrager believes it's possible the New York Giants could take McCarthy at number 6, despite Daniel Jones entering the second year of his 4-year extension with $35 million base salary due. Don't sleep on the Giants at number 6, Schrager said on GMFB. McCarthy's landing spot will remain a major talking point until he finally touches down. Of course, as Schrager said, he could see the reigning national champion ultimately finding his way to the Giants, Broncos, or Vikings. But he also could land with Jim Harbaugh and the Los Angeles Chargers. We will soon find out where he will land in just a matter of moments as this draft gets underway. And right now, we're about to open up the NFL draft. And where will Penix land? Much like McCarthy, the QB has faced in college football playoff title game Washington QB Michael Penix Jr. is a name to watch tonight. Pelissero said on NFL Draft Kickoff that he has spoken to people who have rated Penix as high as the number 2 quarterback on the board, as low as number 7 after South Carolina's Spencer Rattler. A season for the variance. It will be a question for teams who are to figure out how to fit Penix, who is predominantly a pocket passer into their system. Another question: how much of Penix's success last season was based on his stellar supporting cast? Now, will wide receiver depth alter Bills' plans after trading wide receiver Stephon Diggs to the Houston Texans this offseason? The Buffalo Bills' draft plans at number 28 overall would seem to be set for another wideout, but not so fast, says Pelissero. Pelissero believes the draft class depth at the receiver position could lead to Buffalo waiting perhaps until the second round to snatch a wideout, potentially adding a defensive player in the first round instead. And now, could injury questions drop? Led to UCLA edge Letu is NFL media draft analyst Daniel Jeremiah's 16th ranked prospect. However, Letu missed 2 years of college football and was found to medically retire at one point while Washington due to injury. He's since rebounded and was a force at UCLA, but Schrager said Thursday that teams will split on the will split on the medical or split on the medical. Will talent and potential win out for Letu, or will health concerns cause a drop? It could be a storyline to monitor on night one of the draft. So, and there's so many players that really are predicted to be taken in the first round. Cameron Jordan, unsurprisingly, wants Saints to draft a defender. In the eyes of most draft procrastinators, the New Orleans Saints using pick number 14 on an offensive tackle is about as much of a given as the Chicago Bears taking Caleb Williams at number 1. Eight-time Saints Pro Bowl defensive end Cam Jordan is hoping they're all wrong. Jordan's hoping general manager Mickey Loomis and Cole Bolster and company bolster the defense, nodding that he loves the juice. Alabama quarterback Kool-Aid Minstry brings, but he's really pulling for Florida State's Jared Verse or Texas Ryan Murphy II. If the Saints feel they must go on the offensive side of the ball, though Jordan still doesn't want an offensive tackle. Nope, he's hoping for a Georgia tight end. Brock Bowers is still around. Jordan has 117.5 career sacks, so perhaps it shouldn't be a surprise. He's not a fan of offensive tackles. So, and now another player on the board in the first round, Sauce Gardner, tosses out his preferred prospects for Jets King. Green has recently struck gold in the first round, selecting Orty and Doherty winners in the 2022 draft, and star QB Sauce Gardner seemed to offer his preferred draft candidates to New York when the Jets are on the clock at number 10. Time will tell if one of the 5 standouts mentioned below joins Sauce in Florham Park. So those are some of the players that are in the early round and could potentially go off the board in the first round. And I do feel this is going to be a very intense draft tonight. And the draft is about to get underway. And we're just moments away from the start of it. And I really think this is going to be an intense night with picks going off the board in round 1, what teams will take these picks in round 1. And we shall see in just a matter of moments when the Bears are on the clock with the first pick. And now we'll be writing down picks round 1 through round 7, leading up to 257, as you know, Mr. Irrelevant. So before we get to the first pick, I'm going to take a break. I got to upload this video, so stay with us. I'm coming right back. Stick around.